Worksheet number 6, activity series of elements. In the activity series, the more reactive elements are found. If you remember here from the reactivity series, the most reactive element at the top. So here, the more active elements are found at the top. So the correct answer is C. Now, according to the activity series, predict which of the following reactions can't occur. So, all these reactions are single displacement reactions, element plus compound. The rule is the more reactive element replaces the less reactive element, not the reverse. So the more reactive element replaces the less reactive element in compound. So for these reactions to occur, these elements must be more reactive than elements in the compound. All these are metals, so must be more reactive than metals in the compound. So for the first one, calcium plus potassium chloride. So calcium replaces potassium or not, it depends on the activity series. Calcium is more reactive than potassium? No. So calcium can replace potassium? No. So this reaction will not occur. What about the second one? Sodium plus aluminum chloride. So sodium replaces aluminum or not? It depends on the reactivity. Sodium replaces aluminum? Yes. Why? Because sodium more reactive than aluminum. So sodium replaces aluminum. So this reaction occurs. C. Iron plus calcium chloride. So iron replaces calcium. Iron can replaces calcium? No, because iron less reactive than calcium. So iron can't replaces calcium. So this reaction can't occur. And the question asks about reactions that can't occur. So the correct answer are A and C. A and C, so D. Now question 3. What can you predict by using an activity series? So from this question, you can observe that from activity series, you can predict whether a reaction occurred or not. So here, whether a certain displacement reaction can occur. Yes, this is the correct answer. Question 4. Which statement is true regarding the reaction represented by the following equation? Zinc plus cadmium chloride produce zinc chloride plus cadmium. It's a single displacement reaction, element plus compound. And because this reaction occurs, so you have to know that zinc replaces cadmium. So zinc more reactive than cadmium. So here, cadmium must have a higher activity than zinc? No. Zinc must be more reactive than cadmium. So zinc must have a higher activity than cadmium? Yes. So the correct answer is B. Now question 5. If metal A is placed in an ionic solution containing metal B ions and no reaction occurred, then metal B is most likely. So here you have metal A is placed in an ionic solution containing metal B. So plus ionic solution containing metal B. So B is a metal plus another anion. And A is a metal. It's carry positive charge. So A replaces B. But this reaction does not occur. No reaction occurs. No reaction occurs. So, because no reaction occurs, so A can't replaces B. Why A can't replaces B? This means that A less reactive than B. So can't replaces B, so no reaction occurred. So here, metal B is most likely a halogen. No, it's a metal. Higher on the activity series, yes. B more reactive than A. So the correct answer is B. Now question 6. If zinc replaces iron and iron replaces lead and zinc replaces lead in a chemical reactions, the order of activity from most active to least active. So here from the question, zinc replaces iron. So zinc more reactive than iron. And iron replaces lead. So here, zinc more reactive than iron. And iron more reactive than lead. And zinc replaces lead. Zinc more reactive than lead. So you can order these elements according to reactivity. Zinc more reactive than iron and iron more reactive than lead. So the most reactive element is zinc, then iron, and iron greater or more reactive than lead. So zinc, iron, lead, from the most reactive to the least reactive. So zinc, iron, lead. So the correct answer is D. Now question 7. A solution of calcium chloride, CaCl2, is mixed with flakes of an unknown metal. A reaction is observed. Which of the following is most likely to be true given the outcome of this experiment? So here you have solution of calcium chloride is mixed with flakes of unknown metal. So here you have unknown metal, it's a metal. So reacts with calcium chloride and a reaction occurs. This means that X replaces calcium in an ionic solution, then the products are unknown metal with chloride and calcium. So because a reaction occurs, you can observe that X unknown metal is more reactive than calcium. So unknown metal OX more reactive than calcium. So here the unknown metal is higher on the activity series than calcium. The unknown metal higher than calcium, yes. So the correct answer is A. Now question 8. According to the activity series, Which of the following single displacement reactions can occur? Again, these reactions are single displacement reactions, element plus compound, and all of these metals. So the rule is the more reactive metal replaces the less reactive metal. So if these metals more reactive than metals in the compound, the reaction occurs. If not, the reaction does not occur. So the first one, copper plus magnesium sulfate. So copper can replace magnesium, more reactive than magnesium. Copper more reactive than magnesium? No. So copper can't replace magnesium. So this reaction does not occur. Now, aluminum plus potassium hydroxide. So aluminum is more reactive than potassium, so can replaces potassium. Aluminum more reactive than potassium? No. So this reaction does not occur. Now see, calcium can replaces aluminum. Calcium is more reactive than aluminum? Yes. So calcium replaces aluminum and the reaction occurs. So the correct answer is C. Now question 9. Which one of the following metals could produce magnesium metal if heated with magnesium oxide? So which one of these metals could produce magnesium metal if heated with magnesium oxide? You have magnesium oxide plus metal unknown, and the product is here metal replaces magnesium, so metal unknown metal with oxygen plus Mg. So here, which of the following metals could produce magnesium? So if magnesium is produced, this means that this reaction occurs. And if this reaction occurs, so this means that unknown metal X must be more reactive than magnesium. So can replaces magnesium and produced magnesium metal. So which of these can replace magnesium? Aluminum, copper, iron, or potassium? It depends on the activity series. So what about the first one, aluminum? Aluminum can replace magnesium? No, less reactive. Copper can replace magnesium? No, less reactive than magnesium. Iron? No, less reactive than magnesium. What about potassium? Can replace magnesium? Yes, because potassium more reactive than magnesium. So the unknown metal is potassium. So the correct answer is D. Now, question 10. Why is calcium metal never found in minerals on Earth as a native element, but copper is found as native element? So, why calcium can't found as native element? Native element means pure element. It's found as compound, but copper is found as pure element. It depends on the activity. So, the active element, it's found as compound because it reacts with hydrogen, for example, from water, so it found as a compound. But the unreactive element, it can't replace another element, so it found as native element. So it depends on the reactivity of elements. If the metal, here for example we talk about calcium and copper, if the metal is an active metal, so it found as a compound. If it's unreactive, it found as element. So here, what about the activity series? Calcium and copper. Calcium is a reactive element, so it found as a compound, but copper, unreactive element, so it found as element. So here, calcium is too unreactive? No. Calcium is too reactive. It lies well above hydrogen in the reactivity series. Calcium above hydrogen in the reactivity series and therefore will displace hydrogen from water. Copper lies well below hydrogen and here copper below hydrogen and it can remain as the element for long period. Yes, this is the correct answer. Again, here in this question, new idea. The active element found as compounds and the unreactive element found as elements. So here the correct answer is B.